Hello and welcome to Reynolds Field in Newport, Rhode Island, between a non-conference matinee as the Keene State Owls face off against the number 4 ranked team in the country in the Salve, Regina Seahawks. Alongside Austin Mendes, I'm Derek DeGallo, and in this non-conference matchup, conference play completely down. It would be 3 games in 3 days for the Seahawks as that one's lined into center. Back he goes. That's going to go over his head as Trevor Snow for the Owls is going to get at least 2 bags. He's going to try to stretch it into 3. He gets a triple to start the day for the Owls, exactly what they want.
UMAC play on Friday. We're going to see how this one plays out.
That one lines into center field. That's going to be an RBI single for the center fielder in Derek Finley. So first run of the ball game goes to the Owls.
Nobody else you'd rather have leading off your lineup than number 12.
Ground ball, second baseman charging, going to be a tough play. Rogers beats it out. Is he going to go to second? He is. It's going to be play at second base, and they're going to tag him in time for the out, just kind of at first base.
Right by you, but it's a fastball that's got some movement on it, and that movement typically goes to the right side on his four-seamer, so
up against the lefty in Ryan. First pitch swinging, left fielder goes back, makes a leap, it goes over his head, touches the top of his mitt, and it's going to be a double to get things started in this second for Taliaferro.
Guys that they can fit in their lineup anywhere are getting guys some playing time.
That's going to drop in. We'll see if it's going to be an RBI. Ball does not hit the cutoff man, and it's going to be an RBI single for Rogers, giving the Owls the 2-0 lead in the second.
Salve, you want to work on things this game. One thing I've liked so far that they did in the
corners, 1 out for the 9-hitter in Stokes. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Bobble touches the bag in time at second, not in time at first. A run does come across, so it's 2-1 ball game as Stokes will ground out into a fielder's choice.
Up and one of your better hitters in Danny Rogers.
And that gets through a hole. That's a run. Tie game at 2 as Rogers gets an RBI single.
400. He already drew a walk in this one. That was a tough pitch there as it dropped right from the center of the zone. That one out to right field. It's going, and it's out of here. A 2-run home run for Dylan Cimini. Right against Cantafee, and that is how Salve takes the lead in this one. Dylan Cimini, touch 'em all. As he'll cross home plate, giving the Seahawks a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Trying to see how things go, and analytics as that one is sent out into center field. Making the grab out in center is Finley, and trying to cut down Herring at the plate. Herring will come in and score as that ball is cut off. But Tyler Childers' Feathered Indians that was being played as that one is sent sky high by Callie. Going out into right field, back on it, it's gone! Callie, a solo shot to start this inning. And he answers Dylan Cimini's 2-run shot with one of his own here in his half of the inning.
A certain, more vibey than like a certain genre per se.
That one by Rogers sent out into left field for a base knock, so it'll be the second base runner of the inning, taking his lead, and there goes Rogers as Williams ropes that one down the right field line. It'll drop down. Rogers round second. He gets the sign to go home from third. And Rogers comes in on the RBI double from Shane Williams.
We don't lay it down immediately. I have it go down later on.
And that one works to perfection as coming around is Williams. He'll score, and going over is Smolinski to third. So what Cimini did there, and that's good contact there as Herring drives that one down the left field line. He'll try to stretch it out into 2, throw not in time, so it's an RBI double for the second baseman. That's definitely a bad spot as Shops grounds that one over, picked up by the second baseman and thrown to first, but he gets the job done. Spot and going further down as Stokes Gets on base there, and he'll drive in both runs as Stokes tries to extend it into a double, sliding into second. And he'll add a double with 2 RBIs. And that one lined out into center field for a base hit by Snow, and Snow trying to test Rogers there. He'd lead by the Seahawks right now. Keene State are not out of it. They have shown that the pick of all this, a way that not only has collegiate baseball set from the stretch for the next pitch, and he misses that one, and a walk with the bases loaded is not a good sight.
Nobody else in the crowd.
That one grounded out to Elliott Hamilton, but a run will come in, and that gets one runner off the base paths at least, but another one will come in and score. And
Filet. That ground ball to the shortstop, weird hop. He's able to throw it over in time for the out.
Two sports. Football, you use more of your lower body getting that loose, as that one is a single up the middle, but it's cut off by Herring, trying to get it into Shops. Throwing a football, you get more of your lower body. 18 seconds in it to throw off. Rogers is hitting as that one goes out, and it'll fall down. Rogers will round first, diving into second. Hamilton and Stokes come in and score. And just as I was saying, and I apologize to if George Young's family is watching, or anybody from Keene State, I have jinxed them here. As next pitch upcoming, there goes Rogers. That one is called strike 3 on Shane Williams. So that is how this inning ends.
That's 50 hits per year. And typically your batting average is 300.
Showing it on the board in this inning. Hamilton grounds it right back off the glove of Egan. Egan bobbles it, flip to first. And that's the inning against Chris Sale.
That one's lined into right field. He keeps going back. That keeps carrying. That hits the top of the wall. They got to throw it in. That's a double for Regina.
Little dugout shenanigans back and forth.
Ground ball just past the shortstop's glove. One run going to try to come across for the Owls. It's cut off, and it's an RBI single for the Owls. Tack on a run.
We obviously can't see the statistic, but I wonder how the entire Seahawks lineup is.
Goes off the top of the glove of the right fielder. Was not able to make the play, and he's able to get in to third, and Stokes.
What the Seahawks statistic is for WRC plus per player.
Ground ball, second baseman makes the play for the out, but here it is. And they say it's low. So he works a long at-bat and a walk, extend their winning streak. And that one, call the ball as well, that's high. Have in store. That one lines and gets through. One run coming across. He is in there safely. It's an RBI single for the Owls to keep the game going. So Aller sets and deals. That pitch looks pretty good, and it is. Gets the strikeout looking to seal the deal. Seahawks win 14-7 against the Owls as they head to the new MAC playoffs.
It's a tough way to end the game there. You're always taught growing up, if it's close in a 2-strike count, you got to swing at it. And you never want to go out looking on a strikeout. And that's exactly how this game ends. Salve extends their win streak, Derek, and it was a pleasure being able to cover this broadcast with you.